up, guys? Welcome back to T2T Wrestling, or welcome to T2T Wrestling if this is your first time here. And today, I got Tim and myself.
Hello.
This is and what's that word called when if suddenly it happens? An what?
A surprise stream is what it is. Oh, not stream, but a surprise
Broadcast, video, whatever. We weren't planning on this, so
No.
at all. We were not planning to do a day one anything because it was during
Rather
Tim's
the opposite, in fact.
It was Tim's vacation time and we didn't think we had time, but we watched day one together, so because he was in the States until now until
end of next week. Yes.
Right, yeah.
I live in the States until end of next week.
Right. So far he's an American, but so yeah, we decided to just do a video because we were
we have feelings about
this. We have thoughts. We have thoughts. So we'll just go through this real quick, and yeah, I'm gonna try to calm down, but I have been drinking, and yeah, so
to be fair, that was probably wise. That's the only way you could get through this, in my opinion.
Right. So I didn't watch the pre-show still, so Tim will tell you.
I haven't watched the pre-show either, but it
the
was
match.
a match with...
Did you watch the match?
Yep.
Or, well, that's what I
haven't. No, I have not had time today, but it was a match with Sheamus and Ricochet and Cesaro, so I am sure it was great. I
don't know who won.
Sheamus.
Oh, okay. But didn't you say someone got injured? That other guy got injured.
It was a tag team match with Sheamus teaming up with Rich, and apparently Rich got injured and had to get out of the match, and still Sheamus managed to pull it off. So good on Sheamus.
Go Sheamus, go! And then there was so the day one started finally, and I think the first match was the Raw tag teams. Or no, the SmackDown tag teams. I'm lying. SmackDown tag teams with
you have a tendency to do that.
Yeah, I lie all the time. With the Usos versus the New Day, which was really good. So,
that was an amazing match.
That was an amazing
that one I did have a
match.
chance to. That one I did have a chance to catch up with.
That was a great start to the.
That was a great
Great
was an amazing
start. I mean, it was many close calls and everything. It was. Amazing.
We have talked about this before. I still think those are the two best tag teams maybe in the world right now.
Definitely.
When it comes to like sheer ability and just working well together and everything is functioning.
Well, I mean, they work well. I mean, they've been working for like a while now. It's kind of like this chemistry or something.
No, it's not.
It's like dancing.
I mean, it's not a surprise. it's not a surprise it would be like that. But yeah, I can't remember the last time I saw those teams have a bad match. Honestly,
true.
If ever.
This is true.
And I also think they're using them the right way. I mean, yes, they are having matches against each other, obviously, especially since
there is no other tag team left. No.
Like, what other tag team really is there at this point? The WWE tag team scene is abysmal, honestly, when it comes to numbers. But I think they're doing it well. They're having the matches between them without having them be, there every other day. I think it works pretty well. But it was a great match. It was a really, really great match. It was like, day one started out so well with that match that I was like, this can only go well.
Right. I was really pleased with that match. I mean, the Usos won.
The Usos won.
I mean, obviously, I feel like I would have liked to see Woods won in his hometown, but I figured since it was day one and Uso had that whole day one-ish thing going on, so I was like, okay.
Yeah. And also no one wins in their hometown.
Right.
No one ever wins in their hometown. It's one of those.
Well, I was looking for something new at day one of 2022. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure we will get something new and exciting about their booking at the end of the evening.
I'm sure. I'm looking
but this
forward
is one
to
of
it.
those. we've mentioned the wrestling sort of rules before, guys, and this is like the one who wins the go home show, or the one who wins the go home show, they will never win on the actual pay-per-view. And if you're in your hometown, you will lose. It really comes down to that in a lot of situations.
Those bastards.
Anyway, Usos won, and again, I don't have a problem with this.
I don't either.
Really
I mean,
don't.
it didn't really matter to me in that one.
That
was just a good match just to watch. I wouldn't care who won because it was just amazing. There were so many close calls and just
they really know. Again, I could. I mean, New Day is probably not going to have another match right now. I kind of see where they could take the New Day from here, but doesn't matter. I'm sure we'll have another one eventually. So great match, really great match. Honestly, match of the evening, if you ask me.
Me too. Definitely.
From just a pure match quality perspective. Go and watch that. If nothing else from day one, go watch the SmackDown tag teams.
First match is the best match. So what was the second match? I forgot.
Second match.
I don't have this shit right now.
Well, as you can see, this was all a bit improvised.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
Lovely. It was all a bit improvised, which includes, haven't really made any notes.
No, I was like, I'm not going in with no paperwork or nothing. I'm just going in and just whatever. We're just gonna go in.
We didn't do anything. We didn't plan on getting anything. And then we decided after something happened later that we needed to talk about this anyway.
We're frustrated. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll get to that eventually, I am sure. But oh God, this.
Oh wait. I don't know. What was the second match?
God, I kind of forgot. Hang on. The second match
guys.
was the.
Hold on, let me look it up. Drew McIntyre versus Mad Cat Mouse, whatever.
Versus Madcap Moss. That was what it was. Yes, absolutely. I remember
We're so prepared, guys. We're so prepared.
We're professional wrestling podcasters.
Right,
that's what
totally
we are.
are. Really. So I watched a little bit of this. This is when I was cooking dinner, so I didn't see most of this. But then there was but wait, before that, wasn't there something that happened before with Kevin Owens that was
There was an amazing Kevin Owens interview, because Roman, the main event was supposed to be Roman versus Brock. Roman got COVID, so that match wasn't going to happen. So instead they inserted Brock into the
real quick?
event.
I'd like to say something to Roman. Do you see what happens when you want to get acknowledged? COVID comes after your ass.
This is why we don't acknowledge you, Roman. We are thinking about you. That's what we are doing.
Exactly.
We want to help you. So
see
that's
what happens?
why
you can over-acknowledge. COVID's like, oh, I want to acknowledge Roman too.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway. Oh no. Anyway, that meant that Brock was then inserted into the four-way dance for the Universal title, and of course Kevin Owens had to be interviewed about that. And Kevin Owens is just so great. He's muttering to himself, wandering back and forth. The interviewer comes up and he's just like, "Can you not let a guy sulk in peace?" And then starts ranting about Roman and how he's a bully and forcing his way in, and look what he did to his soulmate Sami Zayn, and now he and Seth are just going to have to unite to take out the bullies and then fight for the title with all their heart. It was just amazing. Anyway, the next match was Madcap Moss versus Drew McIntyre. It was a really good match, actually. The fact that we are down a match, and probably a match that would have gone a bit, meant that they had more time to develop the other matches. Maybe it was just me, but I have a theory that practically every other match got some more time than they otherwise might not have had, because you wouldn't have thought that McIntyre versus Moss
would it last as long as it did.
Would have gotten a full 10 minutes. I mean, this sounds like a 6 or 7 minute break match while they are waiting for something else, but it got like a full 10 minutes. It was really good. It meant that it wasn't just a squash match. Moss actually got some legitimate offense in without, making it seem like there was any real chance that McIntyre wasn't going to win. But it just, yeah, that just worked really well. Usually something like this would have been a squash match or a humor match, but they actually managed to turn it into a pretty decent fight. McIntyre won in the end because that was the setup for the rest of the story, which was Corbin and Moss attacking him backstage, and now he is
that
very
was so
much
weird
injured
too. Drew
will
McIntyre
be
acting
out.
like someone's like cool ass dad or something. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like, okay, no.
And I guess McIntyre is now injured and will be out for a while. I mean, I could see, again, based on other things that happened, I could see him being injured until and then make a surprise return at the Rumble. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I could see how they could play that off. But yeah, again, just another really good match. It wasn't quite up to the level of the tag team match, but it really kept up the momentum of the evening, and everything was just progressing really cool. At this point, I was thinking, oh man, this could be an amazing evening before this is over.
It was good so far. That's the second match that I didn't complain about and I didn't have a problem with, and it was like, wow, okay, it was definitely top like 5 in my top 5.
We next one after that.
We got the
was,
Raw
I think, the
tag teams.
Yeah, the Raw tag team title. That will be the Street Profits versus RK Bro. Followed out to the ring by Migo, of whom I have absolutely not a single idea who they are.
Because Tim's white and racist, and he don't know about that.
Yeah, but Toya tells me they are rappers, so that means that to me they are, Satan worshippers and should be removed from the arena, clearly, because I'm white.
And racist.
And racist, of course. I mean that goes with the color.
Well, anyway, they're from Atlanta, so and day one was in Atlanta, so that's why they were there.
Yeah. So that's probably why. I just never heard of them. I've not seen any of the.
You probably heard one of their songs. You probably didn't know.
Probably, but
because I mean, I'm the same way. Like I don't know people by groups, but if I heard a song, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, again, that was another really fun match. It was really, usually when Randy is involved, the opposite tag team would be like the underdogs, but this one was clearly played with RK Bro as the how to put it, the
underdogs.
They were the ones getting beat up all the time.
Yeah. This is.
I mean, it wasn't like they didn't have their offense, but yeah, this made it really seem, at least at first, like this was Street Profits to win. That's really weird. I don't think they've done that yet with RK Bro, even against someone like.
I mean, even with like Randy himself.
Yeah. So it's not a bad thing. It's a really good thing, but it just meant it was a phenomenally entertaining match, with it going really back and forth, like Randy trying to get his RKO in, and the Street Profits avoiding it. Montez Ford brutalizing Riddle, and then Dawkins and Randy having their match going back and forth without any kind of real problem. It was another super good match.
I mean, yeah, it was really good. The show so far, yeah. I mean, and this match was like, it was funny as well too. Like,
yeah,
I enjoyed it.
It was fun. It was fast paced. It was athletic. It was just, it told a story all the way through.
In other words, we're not complaining about the match. And RK Bro won, and then the Migos came in the ring, and they all celebrated, and then then the Street Park celebrated with the Migos and the Arcade Bros, and yay, we're all friends. Next one.
After that, I think, was the women's title, right?
Nope.
Then after that was Edge versus Miz.
Yep.
Good. Which had the, without question, best entrance of the evening with Edge.
That's gonna be my wedding entrance.
Yeah, this is exactly.
When I get married, that's my entrance.
You heard it here first. You heard it here first, guys. Toya is going to come to her wedding in a come out of the floor for her wedding is consumed by fire, which is basically what we all assumed she would do anyway.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and Miz and Maryse came in, and they were kissing a lot.
Oh my gosh, they were so kissy.
Were they playing up the obnoxious couple?
Right?
I mean, it's not like I have suddenly become, a 13-year-old reading Princess Bride and it's like, ew, all of the kissing. But good lord, did they play off the obnoxious boyfriend-girlfriend thing, or husband-wife, I guess, in this case.
I mean,
it was like
we get it. You guys love each other, not fight.
Yeah,
each other.
You're a couple.
They had the whole Ms. and Mrs. jackets on. It was just it was so cute.
Yeah. Romance.
Gross.
I hate it. Kissing. Ew. Nasty. Anyway, it of course. We might not mind as much, but I think at the beginning, Toya was like, oh, damn, there's a lot of it.
I mean, it was like, they do how they do, like, yeah. Maryse has to do her little intro with the hair flip and Miz is on the rope thing, and they did it once. I'm like, fine. But then they went to the other side and did it again, and I'm like, are they going to do it again? And they did it again the third time. I'm like, come on. We get it. You're the hottest couple ever.
Yeah.
I mean, someone might disagree with that, but whatever.
The sexiest woman alive, right? And
right.
The biggest role on his in WWE or something. Whatever happened, it turned out to be a really great match.
Oh my god, it was so good. It was so funny. Miz, I have to give it up for Miz, though. He is an amazing heel.
I have said it before. I think The Miz is probably the best heel. When Randy isn't a heel, like when Psycho Randy isn't around, Miz is probably the best heel in the company.
Definitely.
He is so obnoxious. So incredibly, he is everything people originally complained about. I mean, Miz came in from the real world or something. If anyone doesn't know, Miz is in the company from the first Tough Enough, but before that he was in an actual reality program, a sort of early Big Brother kind of thing.
Yeah, I think it was back in the 90s.
Yeah, something like that.
Late 90s, early 2000s, the real world before MTV.
Well,
MTV started doing reality shows instead of music. Yeah. Those fucking bastards. Anyway, go ahead.
It was from those days anyway, and Miz was like, okay, so when he then came into Tough Enough, there was a lot of people like, okay, WWE, what are you doing? Come on. I mean, it's a reality star. So much. I mean, You can't deny that this is a man who wants to be good at what he does. He has worked so hard at becoming, that absolutely obnoxious and at the same time super good wrestler in the ring. It's like the worst kind of arrogant, obnoxious, narcissist asshole. He's just like the worst school bully you've ever seen, who unfortunately also happens to be an exceedingly good wrestler. As it works so well, he's so good, and Edge, of course, can play the semi-insane face almost just as good, and it's just they work super well together in the ring. So it was a great match. This was when we were saying this could be like maybe the best pay-per-view we've seen in a year.
I mean,
Everything worked spot on. Great matches, great personalities, great feuds. Everything just functioned so well.
And then there was a surprise.
Yeah. The match ended with Beth Phoenix coming in because, of course,
Maurice
you
slapped.
You couldn't have a match where Maurice didn't try to intervene, so she did. But yeah, she got then chased from the ring by an exceedingly angry-looking Beth Phoenix. And I think we can all agree that when Beth Phoenix looks angry, most people would probably want to run away.
Yeah, you run. Run.
Beth Phoenix can be a very angry looking young lady, and she was. My God, was she! But yeah, Miz got his finisher on Edge, but Edge kicked out, and then Beth came in to distract Maurice or chase Maurice away, and then Edge did a spear on Miz and got the pin. Perfect ending. I sincerely doubt this feud is over. I think it would be very weird if the feud was over. Also, I would honestly think it was a bit stupid if the feud was over, because this has
potential to be a good feud.
Yeah. Not only was it a good feud, we need this feud, but everyone I think also knows that we need the what's it called, the intergender match. We need the couple versus couple match before this is over.
This is the Raw Women's Championships with Becky Lynch versus Liz Morgan.
Yep.
Very,
of course, she was in the previous match.
Very Becky Lynch. Sorry, it was very.
Yeah.
This, if this was on Pornhub, I wouldn't be surprised because of the clothing they were wearing. It was just. I mean, it wasn't bad. No, don't get me wrong. It wasn't bad. It was just.
We are not complaining. But this was the battle of the mid 1990s dominatrixes.
Yes.
The match itself was also very good. By the way.
There was a match.
Yeah. Once we actually got away from Pornhub, there was a match which was really good. Shocking, perhaps, but nonetheless.
I mean, yeah, there was a match. I enjoyed it. It was actually pretty good. I think Liv did well.
Liv proved herself to be. Liv has been pushed into like the sort of main event spotlight. I think as a matter of only due to storyline, right?
Right.
She. It's just because and I mean, at this point we have seen enough matches to know when one is being carried, and this wasn't Becky just carrying her. This was Liv being absolutely.
You could tell that she's really just trying her hardest, and she's just putting in that work. And
again, a really great match, really fun match. Back and forth, good pace. Liv might need to work on her shouting, because man, is she shouting a lot when she is doing moves.
Yeah, this is true. I'm like, if it helps you concentrate, Liv, I guess.
In the end, Becky pulled it off with, I suppose it was supposed to be cheating with foot on the rope one more time. The only thing is, I don't think it actually worked.
Yeah, it was. I think it might have been botched.
So earlier this month, they had a match where Becky won because of that, and that's why Liv got a rematch here at Day 1. And I think the point was that it was supposed to happen again, except it kind of didn't, because Becky just didn't manage to get the foot up on the rope when she did the pin, so it actually ended up as a clean pin. And I don't think that was the intention. But I mean, it doesn't really matter. There is plenty of ways they can get another match of this, or hell, they can play the thing off with, well, Becky isn't going to give Liv another chance, so now Liv has to go and win the Royal Rumble, blah, 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 blah. There's plenty of ways they can take this, but Liv really proved that even though she didn't win this, she absolutely deserves to be in the main title event. You can put her in there without being embarrassed. And we don't really have any notes for this, but another great match. At this point, I was like, this is the best. This is the single best pay-per-view I have seen.
Me too. This is the greatest pay-per-view ever. Wow, this is so amazing. No, yeah, this is great. I have no complaints. Okay, well, now we're going to the next match.
I mean, the five-man dance, or the fatal five-way, I guess.
So
for the Universal title.
For the WWE Championship, not the Universal title. There is a difference.
Oh, I'm sorry, for the WWE
Championship. So you have
my bad.
Big E, Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, and of course Brock Lesnar, because he's Brock Lesnar and just so man.
The match was short and sweet, actually. It wasn't a bad match at all.
It was actually a pretty good match.
They mostly ganged up on Brock and just beat him down and beat him down and beat him down. And in the end, Brock put an F5 on Big E and took the title, because of course he did.
Yeah, because, then it beat him down enough. And
I'm not going to go into a long discussion of this match. It was a great power match with a lot of there was a lot of beef in the ring, and then Seth Rollins to give it the technical aspects. And it was another amazing match.
It was a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
It was fucked up. He shouldn't have won, in my fucking opinion. Fuck Brock Lesnar. I don't have a problem with Brock Lesnar. But what about the whole thing with Roman? No, I'm mad. I don't care if it was short and sweet and it was a good match. Fuck it. No, I don't care. I am so sick and tired of Brock Lesnar always pushing his way through every little goddamn thing. What's he gonna do there? He has no reason to be there. He didn't. I don't care. He didn't have. Shut up! I'm talking. He have no reason to be there. I don't care if Roman got sick. That's not my problem. Or the other people's problems in that match. I'm sorry.
For the first time, listen, I have my problems with AEW, mostly based on the fact that they always appear to me to act like, WWE is the girlfriend that, left them at the school prom or something. We've been through that before. But the only reason I don't watch them is the fact that I simply don't have time to follow I don't have time in my life to follow two promotions, because the idea that you have to give your alliance or allegiance or loyalty to one promotion has always been absolutely insanely silly to me.
Right.
WWE has been my thing. This is where I watch wrestling for God knows how long. AEW is also difficult to watch in Denmark. So all of that being what it is. For the first time, I was so pissed that I legitimately, to this day, even today, when I have slept on it, I still don't know if I'm not done with WWE for a while and just go watch AEW instead.
I mean, really? Because, I just feel like I understand why they put Brock in the match. I get that.
I understand. I also understand why he's winning. I do understand why he's winning. He's a draw. People pay to watch him. There's a lot of, especially kids these days, who apparently really, really like Brock. If you look at Twitter, half the Twitter timelines are just, oh, this is so amazing, Brock, man. He's big and powerful. It's gonna be awesome to see him face, Lashley, and that is obviously what they're going to build toward now.
And that was me and Tim were talking okay, fine. You want him to go against Lashley? Why the belt?
Yeah.
Exactly. There could
why
just
the fucking belt?
Why the belt? You could easily just make up a storyline between him and Lashley and oh yeah, well, I'm stronger than you, blah blah blah, whatever you want to fucking do. Why for the belt? Why did he have to win the belt?
they're doing the thing again. We have talked about this before, but they're doing this thing again where they are making the belt incidental to their own business. That what is supposed to be their main title is now not going to be seen for a month or a month and a half because it's Brock Lesnar, and Brock Lesnar shows up like 3 times a year. I'm legitimately thinking about giving up on WWE because they're doing the
at
thing
least for
again.
a while, because it's just like I don't get it. It's like you did not have. I can't find words. And it's like,
No,
what's going on with the Roman thing now?
You know what they say. You know what they say about that. Mom is not angry. Mom is not angry. Mom is disappointed. Well, Tim is angry, legitimately angry. It's like they have. We don't need, like you said, we don't. I don't mind seeing Brock versus Lashley if that's what you want to do, but you don't need the titles for that. Why are you making the titles irrelevant again?
Really?
Bobby Lashley has the personality of a particularly blank piece of canvas, and Brock Lesnar hasn't been interesting since 2003, for fuck's sake. He doesn't have anything. There is nothing to Brock Lesnar these days.
But they're so big and strong.
Has a match lasting 30 seconds. Oh man, yeah, that's exactly the match we want to see. Everyone is like, oh, we want to see Brock versus Lashley. We've never seen that. It's going to be awesome. No, it's not fucking going to be awesome. It's going to be 5 minutes.
Right.
5 minutes. We've seen this match.
It ain't even gonna be going to be worth like a pay-per-view event, y'all. This is like y'all want to see this match? Fine. This is what you won't. Fine. Whatever. I'm just like,
here is what Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar is going to be. Go and find the last Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg match. That is exactly what that piece of shit is going to be.
Yeah, pretty much. It's ridiculous.
Bunch of power moves, and then they'll all be over in like 30 seconds flat.
Don't blink your eyes.
That's what that match is going to be.
Don't blink. You might miss it.
Yeah. Don't blink. You'll miss the spear. And
don't turn your head real quick. Look on the other direction. You might miss it.
Bloody no. What this does, apart from anything else, is prove to me that AEW is winning. WWE are losing, and they fucking know it.
Well, because they fucking have...
I mean,
here's the thing that pisses me off, because it was such a good show. It was like having like great appetizer, a great dinner, and then someone gives you a crappy ass dessert. Like, what the fuck is this shit? This is not what I ordered.
That's exactly what it was. Like being taken out on a date and everything absolutely goes to perfection, and then she basically comes back. Oh, by the way, did I mention I was a lesbian?
Right? Oh, I'm gay. Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, why did you go out on a date with me? Well, fuck no. Who the fuck knows? I'm sorry.
It's like, oh, by the way, it's like having sex with somebody. Oh, by the way, I have herpes. Wait, what?
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm swearing, but I am legitimately angry about this.
I was so mad. As soon as, because it's like a little bit of time difference, and as soon as it was like, I'm like, what the fuck? And Tim's like, oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, again, just...
Like, I don't have like I said, I do not have a problem with Brock Lesnar. I don't.
No.
I just don't think all this... I just don't think he deserves the belt. Especially, not that belt anyway. Maybe Roman's belt. Fine, because they had like a little thing with Paul Heyman and everything else. That's thrown out the window, I guess. Because somebody told me that they're trying to get both belts at WrestleMania. I'm like, oh, please don't tell me that shit. I swear to God, I am done. Either Roman or Brock Lesnar go together and fight at WrestleMania for both belts, I'm done. I'm fucking done. No.
I would not even be surprised.
I would be fucking done. I'd be like, you know what? Hey, what's up, AEW? That's our pay-per-views now.
Yeah.
Because I would be done.
There is so much wrong with this. Everything is fucking wrong with this. You have people you can build something on. You have people who you can build storylines on. Instead, you're going to give the title to the most to a man who's not full time for the millionth time in the last 3 years, and team him up against a man whose personality could fit. Oh God.
So it's.
I have no words for how insanely over the top bad this was. Until then, I would have called this the best pay-per-view in years. Now I'm like, I want to forget it as quickly as humanly possible.
I want to at least forget that last match.
There is nothing good about this.
Nothing at all. They just ruined everything.
Yep.
I mean, like, the other matches were great. I mean, it was... And if they ended like this, I'm just like, there was no reason. What's... I mean, other than battle... no reason, because...
I mean, this is the obvious thing this is going to do is that this was on the fly, because if Roman hadn't gotten COVID, we would have gotten the Roman versus Brock match and whatever, and Roman would have won, because of course Roman would have won. The thing is, there could have been the chance to either put the title on someone who's over, like Seth or Owens. They could take wherever. I mean, Seth or Owens could both hold the title and make it whatever they do would be popular. Or they could give Big E a statement victory. Statement victory is one of those where you take a man who's gotten the title but maybe not really felt... People are like, does he really deserve it? Can he really carry it? Well, if they had given Big E a win here, that would have been a statement victory. He would have taken out, especially if he had been dominant. It would have been, okay, he is legitimately a world champion. We can build around this man. No, instead, give it to fucking Bork Laser.
That's it.
Yeah.
That was the end. We're very excited about this, as you can tell. We just love it. We love it.
We didn't plan for this. We didn't plan for this until the second that Brock got the pin.
Yep. We're like,
then
you know
we
what?
planned.
We gotta. Then we planned. We're like, we gotta do a video. We gotta put our frustrations out there.
Yeah. Whatever. We're doing this now. Sorry, guys.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just, dude. That's just yuck.
Yeah.
It's a bad taste.
I have a bad taste. I need to go eat something spicy to get a bad taste out of my mouth. That's what I need.
Let me take another swig of my alcohol over here, cause I
think so. Get drunk and we'll talk later. Woo. I think is the point.
Good.
Anyway, guys, we need to think about this. We will probably stay with WWE until the Rumble, because the Rumble is still my favorite, pay-per-view in general of all time. But yeah, I need to think about whether or not I want to watch WWE going forward. I have to be honest about this. Unless something serious, something comes
happens between like now and like maybe like the next pay-per-view, the Rumble.
Unless something happens between now and the Rumble, that could very well be the last time I watch a WWE pay-per-view for the foreseeable future. Let's put it like that. Anyway, I think we better end it here before I need to go find the vodka, and then we'll just dribble on.
We having a drunk
for the rest
stream.
Of the evening. Cheers and bye.
Bye.